Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. Can you believe it is Friday already? Wow, time flies so quickly. I want to talk to you about letting your past go and not allowing it to hinder your future. Now, some things can't be helped. I was in the presence of an Iraqi war veteran several months ago, and he was sharing his story with me. And I felt very sorry for him because he was just doing what he was told to do. But he had a leg that was permanently damaged. They had to take his leg. Could no repairing it, and if they'd left it on any longer, he would have bled to death. And I felt so sorry for this young man. He was a young man. He was in his 20s. I thought, my goodness. But that was something he couldn't help. So his past will affect his future. I'm not talking about a situation that you can't help. Rather, I'm talking about decisions that can be made in your mind that maybe at some point in your life your heart was broken and you've allowed that to stick with you for many decades to come, sometimes even a lifetime. And it prevents your future from ever becoming a reality. Do you have anything in your future that you would like to see or like to have? And I'm not necessarily talking about material things, although that could include that too. But do you have anything that you want to achieve in a relationship sense? I hope that you won't let your past failures determine your future failures or successes. Now, I'm not foolish enough to believe that we don't learn from our mistakes, but I've seen people that live their entire future confined to their past. And none of us need to do that. You don't need to do that. And I don't need to do that. I don't want your future to so strangle your past. You say, well, how can that be done? Well, it's easier than you think. If somebody did you wrong in a business deal and you lost everything, had to file, bankruptcy and do a reorganization or whatever, and you lost it all, had to completely start over, you can look to God in prayer and say, well, at least I'm still able to work. Some people are not. I fully understand that. Frustration too. Some people can't work. And if any of these scenarios fit your life, you can take it and run with it. But if they don't, then I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm talking about decisions that you can make. Happiness is a choice. You've heard me say this before, and you will, I promise, hear me say it again. I say it all the time in my teaching. Because happiness comes down to a choice. Don't let your past dictate your future. Now, if there's a lesson to be learned somewhere in your past, learn the lesson and act differently. Even if it feels good next time, say, I don't know. This didn't work out so well when I tried this before. And then just give it a little bit of time and ask God to help your understanding. I do that. I do that all the time. I'm surrounded by people who love me. But sometimes they say things that are so silly, and I'm thinking, well, that didn't work 30 years ago. And it didn't work 20 years ago when I tried it a second time. Didn't work 10 years ago when I tried it for a third time. Maybe it's time to try it again. I don't know. Might have a 3 strikes rule. So don't let your past dictate or ruin your future. Remember, we talked about stepping stones being stones instead of stumbling blocks. Everything that you go through, put it under your feet and walk on up the stairs. Walk on up the stepping stones. If you ever feel alone in this world, you're just not. And if you feel unloved, you're not, because I love you. Well, I want to thank you for allowing me to come into your lives every week and try to minister some encouragement and inspiration. And I want to thank you for being a part of my life. I welcome you in here. And you can tell, if you want to tell your friends on Facebook. I don't know how to do all the links and stuff, but I do have a Facebook group. And I think it's called Papa Mozo Facebook group or something like that. But you're always welcome to join that. I think it has to be approved, and basically you just have to want to be there to get approved. There's no list a mile long. But I would be honored to have you. But this channel is designed to be something positive on the negative internet. It can be so taxing and weigh you down so heavily, and I don't want that, and I know you don't either. So feel free to join the Facebook group. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do so. It helps me. And also, if you give it a thumbs up, that's another great way to help. And if you share my channel out on your own Instagram or Facebook or whichever you want to, that helps me even more. So thank you again. You're a blessing to me. God bless you and all your families. Bye-bye for now.